Good morning, girls. Thank you for joining so early. A new month, almost spring, or it is spring. And a new moon at that. Yesterday was new moon, I think, yes. And if you have been to one of these new moon sessions or classes, you know what that means. New moon is always moon energy, so we kind of slow down a little bit, at least. We try. And B, new moon means new beginnings, new intentions, the perfect time for new projects. Yeah. So today, 60 minutes flow, you guys can start off in a wide-legged child's pose. Now let me take this off. So you can bring your knees out wide, mat width distance. We do this to remove compression here between hip bone and belly, so you have a bit more space to sink down. To plant your forehead, you can bring it on a blanket if you like. Up to you, and just plant it down. Taking a few deep breaths. This month we start off with a new theme, and the new theme is the idea of space, and also the element of space, the fifth element of the series of the 5 elements that just didn't fit into February. So this idea of spaciousness that we create in yoga, the idea of the element of space, that is that element that is said to entail all others. And for today, especially, the idea of space for new beginnings, for new projects, for new ideas. So see if you can set an intention around this intention setting for today, and especially the intention to create first the space for new and different settings. So see if you can breathe into your body to create space intentionally to expand lungs, to find the physical cavities and elements of space within. The element of space is said to be connected mainly through our throat chakra, and our voice, the vibrations of speak and sound. Expanding into your sides, into the ribs. And then you can start to roll your spine up, expanding in the process. So roll it generously to bring them apart, and then stack one vertebrae on top of the other, rolling yourself back up to seated. You can just come seated onto your heels like this, and bring your hands over your face and bringing the thumbs to cover the ears. We'll start with a pranayama exercise that's called the hummingbird, or the bee, I think, something like this, if you translate it. So you can make a gentle humming sound with lips closed. And covering your ears, this will become so much more strong within yourself. So you'll hear your own hum louder than it actually is. So take one deep inhale On deep exhale, with the next inhale, prepare closing the lips gently and inhale deeply. You can repeat. And one last one. Keep the eyes closed for just a moment and see whether this vibration that you create within has this a bit of an aligning sensation. The idea of bringing things back into their place. And then you can drop the hands down onto your thighs. Bring one hand up high, the right one in this case. Reach it high, high, high. Left one can come out next to your left hips here. See if you can create the biggest amount of space between those two hands. And then exhale, just tip it over, opening into the side body. Again, this idea of spaciousness. Walking that left hand over, further out if you need to. Staying grounded. You can twist your chin up to the sky. Reach a bit more into the right fingertips. Bringing those ribs here apart, there's little muscles between one rib and the next that want that stretch. And inhale, bringing the right hand back up and drop it down. Left arm goes high, second side. Reach it over to the right, wander it over. And let the right hand follow if you need. Breathing into the space that you're creating, letting it become the container for the new intentions you were setting today. And inhale, come back to the middle, dropping both hands down. From here you can walk the hands forward, just coming straight into all fours. And finding a bit of a movement through the spine, right and left, up and down, whichever you need to come into this neutral space here. Planting the hands firmly onto the mat and letting the belly button draw in, so your core here is gently engaged while your chest sinks through, letting the shoulder blades come together. Yeah, so it's a small movement of just letting the chest come through, and then with the inhale we move it away from the floor, the shoulder blades away from each other. So it's quite a small movement of just your shoulder blades wrapping around your spine and expanding again. So small sensations of spaciousness coming and going. Twisting the front of your arm or the inside of your arm forward, the eye of the elbow forward. We'll do 5 more of these. So inhale to expand away from the mat, expand the shoulder blades away from each other. Exhale to sink the chest through. Inhale away, space. Exhale through. Inhale away. Exhale together with the shoulder blades. Last 2. Inhale away. Exhale through. Good. Last 1 to just lift up into a neutral space. So lifting creating space along the collar blades, collarbones here. Good, and with the exhale, we're just coming into a cat pose, rounding in generously, curling the tailbone in. Inhale, cow, look forward. Compressing the spine, sending the tailbone up high. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, look forward. Good. 2 more, letting this become more fluid, become connected more to the water element. The air element or the space element is the one that contains all the others. So whenever one of the other ones shines through, the earthing of the earth, the fluidity of water, let it do that. Good, and last one into a cat pose. Nice, and exhale, sit back onto the heels. Bring the arms over the head and hands together in Anjali Mudra. Bring the hands back behind your head. Keep the elbows close to the ears. Good, and the hands can drop down as far as they can without your elbows leaving their place. Good. And then from here, lift the hands back up, inhale. Exhale, draw them back down. Work with your triceps here. Push the palms together hard. So you're really creating a tension, like you want to jam something in between your hands. Inhale up. Exhale, bring them down. Keep the elbows close. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up once more. Exhale down. Good. And keeping the hands here, fold forward, bring the forehead down to the mat. Honoring for a moment the intention you set. And then bring the palms back down to the mat, come back into all fours. Good. Send the left leg out long to the back, creating space here. Heel first, so flex the foot, drawing the belly button in and bring that left leg forward as high and far as you can. Keep it hovering, hips are parallel. Good, inhale, send it back. Exhale, forward. Ground with the fingertips, see that the weight stays even. And pendle this 2 more, twice more, forth and back. Keep it lifting, the movement comes from your glute. Good, and last one, keep it forward. And plant the foot down, good. Right arm comes up high to the sky. Exhale, thread it underneath the left shoulder here and bring the arm through towards your left big toe. So shoulder can come down onto the mat, the right shoulder can come down to the mat. If you need to bend into that left elbow, yes. Good. Looking through, expanding into the left outside of the leg. And inhale, come back up high. Good. Exhale, the right hand down, left leg can come back to the left knee, right knee, and the right leg comes out, back. Good. Inhale, bring it forward, parallel to the floor. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Working from your glutes. Keeping the hips parallel. Don't let the hip escape to the left side. Fingertips are gripping. This really helps. Last one. And with the next time, keep it hovering forward. Lift it up a bit higher. And exhale, plant the foot down. Good. Really ground into the outside edge of the right foot. Left arm comes high to open. Exhale, thread it through towards the right toe. Maybe you can even grab the right toe. The right arm bends. Good. Deep breaths. Softening into the space that you've created. Nice. And inhale. Bring the left arm back up high. Exhale, plant it down. Come back into all fours. Tuck the toes here. Good. Again, fingertips are gripping. Move those shoulder blades apart. So your upper body is nice and wide. And tucking the toes, you can lift the knees away from the mat. Just a centimeter here. Beautiful. Hover, creating a fire from the belly. And inhale, send the hips high for a first downward dog. Good. Let this emerge somewhat. Let it be light. Heels paddling, if you will. Good. Very nice. Lift onto the tippy toes. Heels come high. And exhale, just sink them out to the right side. Both heels out to the same side. You'll need to bend the knees here too for this to happen. Look underneath the left armpit to really broaden into the left side body again. Left hand walks forward just a little bit onto the fingertips here. Yeah, bend into the knees more. Good, yes. Good, and inhale back into our downward dog. Heels back towards the mat. Evening out, neutral sensation. Lower belly, lower ribs, draw in. Length into your downward dog. And inhale, heels up. Exhale, send them out to the left side. Just pour yourself into this container slowly, not with the goal of looking a certain way, but feeling a certain thing. So buttocks can come out to the back, really stick that buttocks out. Right hand can walk forward just a tad, opening into the right side body. Good. And inhale back into the middle, heels come high. Exhale, bring them down. Look forward towards your hands. And one step at a time, just walk those feet forward with as long as the leg is possible. Chest sinking towards the thighs with every step. Good. Until we arrive here in an Uttanasana forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. You can bring the hands to the shins or on the floor. Good. Upper body parallel. Breathe into the shoulder blades here. Arms come over the head. And exhale, hands together. Bring them behind the head here. Elbows framing. And then bring the hands further forward. So the lower arms here are parallel to the head. So like you want to take headstand. Good. And inhale, come up to standing. Keep the arms where they are. Press the palms together, lower belly drawing in, leaning into the back body for a bit of space in the front body. So gentle back bend. And hands where they are, fold forward into forward fold. Uttanasana, release the hands. Letting everything spill back down. Letting the seat bones here float high to lengthen into the back of the legs. Relaxing everything from the lower back upward into the upper back. So this can just fold forward. Chill. Inhale for a halfway lift. We'll do this again. Arms come over the head. Exhale, palms together and bring them behind the head. Not at the base of the head anymore, just like you want to take headstand. Keep the integration of the front body. There might be a gentle bend in the knees here, that's fine, but your upper body wants to be long. Inhale to come up to standing, leaning into your lower back. Chest is opening, palms together, elbows in. Nice, and exhale, just fold it forward into Uttanasana, release the hands. Plant them down. Last one, inhale to lift halfway. Arms up high, over the head. Exhale, palms together and bring them into this framing of your crown of the head. Inhale to come up high, lean it into the back body. Nice. And exhale, spill it forward. Release the hands, plant them. Good. And step it back into a high plank. Right foot back, left foot back. Good. In the high plank, stay here, lifting the shoulder blades apart again. What we've done in all fours before. So shoulder blades away from each other. And exhale, let the chest sink through. Shoulder blades together. Inhale. Shoulder blades apart. Exhale, sink through. Inhale, lift. Exhale through. Last one, inhale, lift. And exhale, knees, chest, chin to the mat for Ashtanga Namaskar. Exhale, hips come down, baby cobra. Just a little lift here into the chest without using the palms to lift. Nice, exhale, down, tuck your toes. And shifting the hips back into the knees, come back, downward dog. Good. Look forward between the hands. Lengthen into the lower back and walk those feet forward one step at a time. Good. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Arms over the head, palms together behind the head. Inhale to lift, leaning into the back body. Surya Namaskar A, we'll just do this again. Exhale, fold it forward. Plant the hands. Step back, high plank. Good. Just once here, lift into the shoulder blades. Let it collapse in. Shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift them apart. Exhale, knees, chest, chin down. Good. Inhale, hips down, chest up. You can come into full cobra or halfway full cobra. So lifting yourself more out of the floor into a back bend. And exhale, sink it down. Tuck the toes. Push back, downward dog. Good. Look forward between the hands. Bend the knees. This time we'll jump. We'll hop forward if you want. You can obviously also just step forward. But bend, look forward. And the end of the exhale, just send all the weight into the hands. A very silent little hop forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Good. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, arms over the head, hands behind the head. And inhale, lean it in. Good. And inhale, come up, Tadasana. Good. Inhale, arms high, lean the weight into the left leg, right leg bends. Good. Bring a little bend into the right knee here. And inhale, bring that right knee into the chest. Exhale, release, and just send it back to step it back into a warrior one. So bring the right heel down, not a high lunge, but warrior one. Right heel down, right hip drawing forward, arms come high. Exhale, hands behind the head again. Really push into those lower arms, push them high like you want to push away something above you with those lower arms. Nice. And with this shape, we'll fold forward into humble warrior. So bringing everything inside the front leg. Like you want to bring those forearms here down to the floor. Still framing your head. I'll just do the other side so you guys can see. Good. Breathing into spaciousness, breathing into not just taking the shape, but letting the shape do its job. Good. And then you can relax the hands down. Bring the right hand to the floor, especially the left one in your case. Left hand to the floor, right arm comes high for a twist. Maybe you need to step the back foot a bit further away to create the space to sink hips down, left arm high. Good. Dig into the outside edge of the right foot. Good. And then you can bring that left hand behind your lower back here to reach for the right hip. And then the left hip. Let the left arm come high over the head for a warrior, peaceful warrior. Good. Keep that bend in the left front leg. And exhale, windmill everything forward, frame the front foot. And just step the right foot forward for Uttanasana, forward fold. Good. Plant the hands firmly in front of you and just start to lean the weight into it, framing the head with both arms. So the arms get long and strong. Twist the elbow, eye forward, and just lean it in, leaning into your tippy toes here to give some weight into the other limbs. Just pass it through into the head, arms, hands. And exhale, heels back down. One more. Framing the ears with both upper arms. Just send the weight forward. You have to do nothing else other than letting the hands take all the weight. Long legs. Exhale, bring everything down. Good. Inhale, halfway lift, arms up in front of you. Bring the palms together behind the head. Inhale for a little back bend. Exhale, release. Pour the weight into the right foot. Left knee gets a bend, send the foot back. Keeping the activation here in your core to bring that left knee in to your chest. Good. And exhale, step it back, float it back, land it in warrior one. Good, arms high. Twist the left hip forward, right hip back. Outside edge of the left foot is digging in, palms behind the head. Exhale, spill it forward for peaceful warrior, humble warrior. Right shoulder is inside the right thigh, not on top of it. We're lifting with the back leg, we're sinking in with the front body. And then release the hands down. Right hand takes the weight, left arm comes high. Good. You can step the back foot further back. Good. Sinking the hips a bit further down. Follow the left hand with your gaze. And then you can wrap it around the lower back, reaching for the right thigh, right hip. And inhale from the pelvic floor, let the space come up through, trickle it out into this peaceful warrior. Good. And exhale, frame the front foot, step it back, high plank. Good. Inhale the shoulder blades apart. Exhale, sink them through. Inhale, shoulder blades apart. Knees, chest, chin down. Ashtanga Namaskar. And exhale, hips down. Inhale up for Cobra. Good. Exhale down. Tuck the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Good. Very nice. Look forward between the hands. Bend the knees. Exhale, step or hop to land forward, Uttanasana. Once, lean the weight into the hands, spilling it in and forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, halfway lift. Arms over the head, hands behind the head. And from here, we'll take chair pose. Bend the knees, sink into the hips. Stay in this shape with the arms, framing the top of the head. Good. And then you can just send the arms forward and up. Keep the palms together over framing the ears. And inhale, come up to standing back bend. Arms are long, palms together. And inhale, come up. Bring the right knee back into the chest. We'll repeat and just keep adding on to this flow here. Good. Knees into the chest this time. Send the foot out in front of you. Arms come high, let the foot float. Good. And exhale, we pendule it past the left foot, leaning it into a warrior three or almost warrior three. Inhale, bring it back forward. Keep the leg long and pendule it back forward. Exhale, warrior three or almost. With the last one, the next one will actually reach full warrior three. So bring the leg back forward. Palms at the heart or at the hips, wherever you need them to help you support, to balance, and lean into this warrior three. Right foot is flexed. Good. And exhale, bring the right foot down, land it right into our warrior one shape. Arms high, exhale, hands behind the head. And pour it forward and then humble warrior. Good. Release the hands down. Right arm comes high. Step the right foot further back if you need. Good. And wrap the right arm behind the lower back, reaching for the left hip here. Twisting yourself open. Let the space happen. Good. And inhale, come up, peaceful warrior. Good. Exhale, lengthen the front leg. Left arm reaches forward. Keep the right arm where it is. Reach, 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 and bring the left hand down to the left shin or a block here next to the left foot. Right arm can come back up high for Trikonasana. Good. Keep a micro bend in that front knee. Exhale, right hand comes down. Pivot the right foot forward for Parsvottanasana here. Blocks are helpful, of course. But we won't stay here long. Inhale, bend into the front knee. Bring the right knee down for a low lunge. Arms come up high. Exhale, hands behind the back. Palms framing, or lower arms framing the head. Good. Opening into the front body here. Nice. Tuck the back toes and lift the back knee off the mat for a high lunge. Lengthening into the front leg. Stepping the back foot closer. Good. And from here, right arm reaches forward, left arm, hand to the left hips. And bring the right hand down to the left shin or a block inside the left foot for a twisted Trikonasana, left arm high. The right foot here has to step outside, maybe a bit closer. Good. Reach into the left fingertips, twist the left hip back. Very nice. And exhale, bring the hand back down. Good. Frame the front foot with both hands. Bring the block away. And then bring a bend into that front knee to let the right leg float up high into standing splits. Good. Float that right leg high. Right foot is pointed. Pass the weight into the hands to also here send the weight forward like you want to take handstand, but you don't. You're just shifting the weight into the palms that ground firmly in front of you. Nice. And exhale, bring that right foot back where you found it, step it back. Let the left foot follow. Good. High plank. And from here, come down onto the knees. Good. Bring the forearms down, like we do for headstand prep. Fold the hands together so the little fingers here stack. So don't cross them. And we'll just play around with this sensation. So forearms down on the mat here and move them out and away from each other. So the flesh, that little bit of flesh and fat and skin that is on your arms is moved to the maximum. So you wouldn't slip anymore, yeah? So you can sort of zigzag around here on your lower arms and you reach this outside edge where you're not sliding anymore. This is where you want to be. Bring the forehead down into these folded hands. Good. And just hugging the head into your hands with the base of your thumbs. Good. Tuck the toes here. And lifting the knees away from the floor. Now your forearms are taking that weight. Draw the belly button into the spine. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere crazy from here. We're just playing and getting used to the container of a headstand. Walk the feet in closer so your hips start to stack on top of your shoulders. See whether your proprioception is good enough to know when your hips are above your shoulders. And walk the feet back out and away, taking the weight back away from the forearms. You can even bring the knees back down. Breathing into those shoulder blades. Those shoulder blades we practiced before to move apart. So really shift them apart here. Lift the knees away from the floor again. And walk the feet closer in. Keeping the weight on the forearm. See that your head can really stay floating, not be much on the mat. If it is on the mat, it doesn't take much weight. Stacking those hips and walk the feet back out, knees down. Good. Relaxing. Good. And then lift the head back out from your arms. Forearms stay. Just send the feet out to the back for a forearm plank here. Good. Lifting shoulder blades apart. Exhale, let the shoulders, the chest sink through, shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift them apart. Exhale through. Good. Inhale apart. Exhale, bring the knees down to the mat. Release the forearms down and come all the way down to the mat. Let the hands slide past to frame the chest. Tuck the toes. Look up into, don't tuck the toes yet, actually. Cobra. And then bring the chest down. Tuck the toes now and shift it back, downward dog. Good. Second side, look forward, lengthening into the side body, preparing for a little hop if you like, or to just step it forward, bend into the knees, look forward, step or hop to land gracefully without a sound, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, arms come over the head, bring the palms together, fold them in, and sit down into your chair pose. Knees together, thighs together. Inhale, arms long, framing the ears with the arms even more, palms together. Inhale, come up to standing. Little back bend or big back bend. Opening spaciousness into the front body. And exhale, Tadasana. Good, left knee comes in. Shift the weight into the right foot. Bring that left knee in. Hug it in first. And then you can plant the hands hips or at the heart. Send that left foot forward. Heel for first. Exhale, pendule it past the right leg and lean upper body more forward. You don't have to come into full warrior 3 yet. Inhale. Bring it forward. Exhale, pendule it back. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, pendule it back, and this time we're coming into full warrior three. Kick the heel back, flex the left foot. Left hip and right hip are parallel. Your belly button is where all this balance and strength comes from. Lift more into the back of the left leg. Exhale, float the left foot down to land right in our warrior one shape. And inhale, come up with the upper body. Exhale, hands behind the head and fold it in forward. Warrior one or humble warrior. And release the hands down. Again. Left arm comes up to the sky. Step the right left foot further back or right foot further forward. Wrapping the left arm behind the lower back. Open up into this space in your shoulders here. And then inhale, bring the right arm over the head. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, lengthen into the right leg. Right arm comes back forward. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale, right hand to the right shin. Right foot, right block. And left arm can come high for Trikonasana. Good. Pull that left kneecap towards your hips. This will remove the hyperextension. Nice. And exhale, fold it in. Left hand comes down. Pivot the left foot forward for Trikonasana. Sorry, not Trikonasana. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. You can bring blocks, of course. Folding forehead in. Okay. And exhale, bring the left knee down to the mat, folding into the front knee. Low lunge. Bring both arms high. Opening front body. Exhale, hands together. Bring them behind the head. Good. Frame the forehead with the elbows. Tuck the back toe and lift up into high lunge. And exhale, lengthen into the front leg. Step the back foot a bit closer. Bring the back heel down. Release the hands. Right hand to the hip. Left arm forward. Reach it forward. And exhale, fold it in towards the right shin. Right block. Right arm high. Twisted Trikonasana. Good. Nice, and exhale, right hand comes back down. Bring both hands out in front of the front foot. And from here, a bend into the right knee. Let the left foot float away from the floor without dragging it. And lift it up high. Standing splits. Good. Lower belly draws in, creates the space for more lift. Really plant those hands in front of you and lean the weight forward. Maybe even lifting onto the tippy toes of the right foot. Good. Exhale, lean it forward once more. Good. And once more, lean it in. Left leg long and high. Exhale, left foot comes down. Good, and step it back into a high plank. We'll flow through our vinyasa again. So lift into a high plank. Exhale, sink the chest through, shoulder blades together. Inhale, high. Exhale, knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, look up and forward. Good. Exhale, tuck the toes, push back, downward dog. Good. Take 3 breaths here to align, to arrive. Digging the fingertips in firmly. Good. Then look forward, bend the knees. And step or hop to float forward. Good. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, arms over the head, fold them in. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, come up to standing. Good. Exhale, down. We'll flow through our flow again, just one breath, one movement to close it off, and then we'll come back into a headstand. Good. Inhale, right knee in, lengthen it forward. Exhale, one pendule, float it past. Inhale, forward again. Exhale, float it past, warrior 3. Hold it for 1 breath. And then exhale, sink that right foot down. Arms come high, frame the head. Exhale, fold it in, humble warrior. Hands come down, the right arm comes high. Trikonasana, right foot has to inch back. Right hand behind the back, grab for the hip, the thigh. Inhale, left arm high. Good. Exhale, lengthen front leg, reach the left arm forward and bring it down to the shin, right arm high. Good. And exhale, fold the right hand in, twisting both feet forward, Parisvottanasana, pyramid pose. Good. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right knee comes down. Inhale up for low lunge. Exhale, frame the head. Sink the hips forward. Really let them get heavy towards the floor. Nice. Inhale, lengthen that leg again. Tuck the back toes and lift up into high lunge. Sorry, now lengthen the front leg. Left hand to the left hip, right arm forward. Right heel comes down, back here. Reach the right hand to the left shin, left ankle, left arm high. Good. And exhale, frame the front foot, plant the hands and lean it forward for standing splits. Beautiful. Lean the weight into the hands once more, 1 breath. Strong long arms, strong shoulders lifting. Exhale, bring the right foot to join the left. We'll connect those 2 sides right together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, forward fold, arms over the head. Exhale, fold the arms. And sit down into chair pose. Lengthen the arms out over the head. And inhale, come up to standing, back bend here. Open the shoulder blades together. And come up, Tadasana. Good. Left side, bring the left knee into the chest. The right foot takes the weight, balance it out. Toes are gripping. Good. Focus on the right toes, lengthen the left leg forward. Right arch pulls up. Exhale, float it past. Inhale, bring it back forward. Exhale, warrior 3. Take your time to arrive there. You can still use every moment to create space. And exhale, bring that left foot down. Warrior 1, arms high, both hips forward. Exhale, frame the head and fold it in forward. Good. Release the hands down, left arm high. Yes, good. Maybe step the left foot a bit further back and wrap the left arm behind the lower back. Good. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Right arm comes high over the head. Keep the bend, the generous bend in the front leg. Exhale, lengthen the front leg out, right arm reaches forward, and bring the hand down, left arm high. This really opens up our shoulders. And exhale, fold it in forward, Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Left foot pivots forward, blocks or no blocks. Fold it in. Inhale, bend into the front knee, left knee comes down. Inhale, low lunge. Frame the head. Elbows together. Tuck the back toes. Lift the left knee off the mat, high lunge. And lengthen into the front leg. Back heel comes down. Release the arms, right hand to the right hip, left arm reaches forward. Reach and pivot it in for twisted Trikonasana, right arm high. Beautiful. And exhale, bring it down. Frame the front foot. Bend into the front knee. And left foot floats high. Standing splits last time today. Left, let the hands take the weight. Beautiful. And exhale, step the left foot back. Right foot joins. High plank. Shoulder blades away. And knees down. Good. Good. Knees to the floor. Sit down onto the heels. We'll come into a full headstand. If you want to do this by a wall, that's fine. You also don't have to lift up fully. Just go as far as something's happening here. No, it's okay. As you're feeling comfortable. Good. So let's do the same setup as before. Palms together. The little fingers here, they stack, okay? Don't cross them. That's a risk for you to break a finger. It doesn't really happen often, but it could. So, four hands into the all fours. Usually we say, by the way, that the distance of the hands or arms should be that you can grab each elbow. It's a very arbitrary measurement, but it can work. So try it out for yourself. We just don't want the elbows to be too far away from each other. Okay, hands together, fingers stacked. Now this important zigzag movement or this important slide onto the outside edge of your arm here. Yeah, so there's this little bit of flesh and skin that lets your lower arm slide forth and back. Make sure you're at the very edge of this. Okay. Top of the head comes inside your hands. You don't have to cup the entire head with your hands, just the base of the thumb. Good. Tuck the toes. Really lean into the lower arms. Lift the head away from the mat. So the head is only there to help you balance, not really to take any weight. And then lift the knees away. Good. Walk the feet in until your hips here stacked on top of the shoulders. See this? It almost lifts your feet away when you're there. So when your hips are there, your feet are really almost hovering away already. This is the lift, the stack that we want. Keep lifting, pushing into the forearms. Now, if you're here and you want to go further, you can just play around. My necklace is in my mouth. You can just play around with shifting the weight here. If you want to take it a step further, you can bring in one knee to the chest. Maybe bring the second knee into the chest. Hover there. Keep the little package here. So hover in this package first before you go anywhere else. If you feel uncomfortable, you can always bring one leg back down, second leg back down. Yeah, good. If you want a wall nearby, do that. Keep pushing the shoulders away from the ears. So lengthening into the side body. Good. If you want to take it a step further, you can bring one leg out long. Let the second one follow. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze the buttocks. Tuck the tailbone in. And to come back out, the same thing goes. One knee in, second knee in. Just floating the feet down like feathers. in. Good. Elbows closer together, Danny. Yes. Good. Yes. Very nice. Okay. Well done. This isn't easy. The inversions are a really nice practice for the space element. So from here, if you're done, very nice. You can just come into a child's pose for a moment. Relaxing into the neck. And then sit back onto the heels. Swing the legs forward. Good. And bend into the knees, hands under the knees here. One lift to lengthen the spine. And then exhale, lean it in, rounding the back, send the gaze to the navel. And here you can pass off all that strenuous tension from the headstand. You can wiggle your neck a bit. Pass the weight from the shoulders into the knees, giving them a nice stretch. You can really lean it in here so the arms get long. They're like your lever to pull into a deeper sensation of stretching. And then you can let go of the hands and just roll it down one vertebrae at a time. Good. Nice. Bring the knees into the chest for a moment, hug them in. And then let the left leg get long again. Plant it down on the mat. Pivot the right knee out to the left side for a twist. Bringing space into the lower back. If you want to take the twist up into the upper spine, just gaze over to the right side. Nice, and inhale, bring it back in. Both knees to the chest. Second side, right leg gets out long. Give it time to reach its full space, its full elongation. Left knee in. And exhale, bring it over to the right side. Again, the option to take the twist further up into the spine. Recalling your intention, recalling the intention not only for the practice, but for this lunar cycle. This practice was devoted to the spaciousness that we need for new beginnings. You can't plant new seeds without the space for them to grow. See if you can take it off the mat with you today to repeatedly breathe into a more spacious lung. Good. And then inhale to bring it back in to the chest. Any last pose you would like to do? We've done an inversion already, so if you want to just take a happy baby, or if you want to take a bridge to expand into the front body, it's also nice. We've done a lot of contracting in the headstand, so maybe you want to just give this a bit of a stretch. or if Shavasana is already there for you, and you can just surrender into this space of full relaxation. Let that happen. Let it happen in your own time. Space in Sanskrit is called Akash. Akash, the space element, is the ether. That is the most intangible, most pervading element out there. The container, if you will, that's equally full and empty. Let the space take over and let it surrender you into full relaxation. If you want to stay longer, stay longer. Otherwise, you can start to move yourself back out into a more dynamic state. Stretching your arms over the head, wiggling toes and the hands. Expanding into the chest with a deep inhale. And then bring the knees into the chest. Come back into a seated position in your own time, in your own way. Nice. Bring the hands to the heart. We'll just chant together 3 Oms, 3 Shantis, just for the vibrations. Inhale fully, exhale fully. And we'll start. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti for peace. May there be peace in the world, especially in those days.